Well, I mean, I'm big. What I love about left tackle is that, you know, as much as it's about talent and stuff, but you really got to approach the position from a mental standpoint. You ask about football and lineman's not the first thing anyone says, but you know, it's a position that if you don't have it, your team's not going to be the best it can be.
That Final Four berth last fall underscores the degree to which Quincy Notre Dame had that at left tackle, a fitting testament to Bo Paxton's impact as a 3-year starter. So much so that if football had been the Raider senior's only outside endeavor, you'd still be suitably impressed by his academic and athletic resume. But this is a gentleman who clearly puts the extra in extracurricular, and uniquely so.
If I find myself more comfortable if I'm challenged in a sense to, you know, do different things, and as a result it helps me grow.
For starters, he's an Eagle Scout. Playing against type in the winter, the Raiders' road grader occupies his time with Quiz Bowl.
I kind of see it as chunks because, you know, football season, it's its own chunk. It's like a fall season. The next thing you know, as soon as football gets done, it's on to Quiz Bowl from there. So I usually spend like winter breaks studying up, keeping my mind fresh and everything. And then after Quiz Bowl's done, it's straight to tennis. I started taking tennis lessons at 3. I mean, actually, our family really wasn't a tennis family until my mom started taking lessons along with me, and then suddenly that kind of just became a thing. Every now and then I grew to love the sport and just kept playing and playing.
And yet with all of this on the table, Bo Paxton still finds time to cultivate a rare musicality, both via instrument
My mom, she really wanted to at least get an appreciation of music and be at a young age. So she'd always like take me around to like these music and rhythm classes when I was young, and then eventually that led to sitting in on violin lessons, and I really wanted to do those. So at age 3, she signed me up to play the violin, and I had been playing ever since. Eventually kind of outgrew the violin. It was getting a bit small on me, so swapped to playing the viola, and turns out viola is actually a very needed instrument to play.
And later now in life, vocalist.
Mrs. Schultz, she was very adamant about getting me to join the choir and stuff because I was never afraid to sing. Like always at mass, always at HAFIC and other events, I would be singing because, you know, I enjoyed it. And I found out that I was going to have like an open spot for study hall my junior year, and they really wanted me to do choir. So I'm just like, okay, nothing to lose, might as well sign up. And ever since I was in choir, I found out all the different directions I could, you know, take my ability of singing and learn to grow, and I tried to push myself to get into better things like joining the madrigals and concert chorale the year after.
It is an unapologetic roundness that has led Quincy Notre Dame principal Mark McDowell to refer to Bo as the Raiders' Renaissance man.
I feel like it just describes me as, you know, someone who likes to try different things, who likes to expose themselves to many different areas of life, because, you know, you've got one life, you might as well do as much as you can with it in many different ways, and I feel like that makes you a better individual overall.
And it's also presented Paxton a unique double major scholarship opportunity as he launches into a bright future in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I was originally just going to go engineering in Nebraska, maybe to join an orchestra and stuff if I wanted to keep up my music, but people over at the Missions Council at Nebraska quickly found out that I played the violin for all these years of my life, and so they decided to put me in contact with the violin and the viola professor over at the School of Music over there, and that led to an audition. So eventually I auditioned there and got in, and I decided, you know, it wouldn't hurt. There's a bunch of engineering students who are double majoring in music. I mean, it's going to be keeping me busy, but I've kind of grown used to being busy my entire high school career and just going one place to another, and I think that's just the way I live my life.